Okay, so mortgage rates are down. Variable, not so fixed. No, slow down. Not the fixed. Variable. Variable down. It's basically the same rate as a fixed rate today. It's around 4.4, 4.5. And but the important thing is it's coming down. In April, we'll have like 3.7, 3.95. There'll be mortgage rates that start with a 3, variable rate mortgages starting with a 3 in the spring. So are we going to have a big rush in the real estate industry? I get this question all the time. Ron, will people start bidding up on houses? Will the real estate industry go wild again? Simple answers. Not really. It's not going to be like 2021 again, when everybody was bidding up homes $300,000-$400,000 just like it was lunch. I mean, like, yeah, I'll pay an extra $400,000 for lunch. No, that was crazy town. It's not coming back. And those rates were nuts. We had 5-year fixed rates for 1.49. That's not coming back. So what will happen? Well, it's regional and it's by product. What do I mean by product? Like, it's the type of property. So nothing can save the 416 condo disaster. Little dog crate condos. I mean, nothing's going to fix this rolling difficulty of rents falling, immigration reversing, total mispricing of maybe 40,000 new units coming on stream. Like, they're priced way too high. People bought them 6 years ago. Way too high. It's just a complete mistake on those prices for those units. And it's just going to be a rolling disaster for the next 18 months. So don't expect any price improvement. Just expect market derangement in 416 condos. The condo market in Vancouver is also under some pressure. Again, falling rents, consistently falling rents in Vancouver and in Toronto, and really difficulty on new product pricing coming into Vancouver as well for the condo market. So set aside those two. What about all the rest of the real estate in Canada? Alberta looks pretty good still. Things are moving along fine. Let's face it, in BC and Ontario, the price of houses is batshit crazy still to this day. It's come down. I mean, from the crazy times of 2021, we see it. How do we see it? We see it when somebody who bought in 2021, in late 2021 or early 2022, when they come to try to sell a house now, they are destroyed. 1.8 million, they bid it up severely in 2021, December 2021. They're taking 600. They paid 1.8. They can only get 1.2. We see it. We literally see it every day in the distant 905. I'm not talking about the city of Toronto. City of Toronto, fairly stable. I'm talking about far off suburbs, 905 suburbs, the small centers outside of the main GTA. Trouble, like legitimate trouble, bad results for those people who bought in 21 and 22. But if it's the perfect house in the perfect neighborhood in Vancouver or in Toronto, yeah, there's interest in buying homes. I mean, and rates have come down dramatically. In the spring, you can get a rate that starts with a 3. 22 months ago, that rate started with a 6. So yeah, it's a big difference. And there's still a group of people who want to buy their own home, and they will look at the rates that start with a 3 in the spring and say, yeah, maybe it's time to make a move. Will it be crazy town all over again? Definitely not. Again, perfect house, perfect neighborhood, probably going to get a few bids. But the few bids they get might just be 50,000, 25,000 over the asking price. Like, not, and maybe it's priced too high. You get bids under the asking price, but it doesn't look like it's just going to blow up and go to the moon, like the TikTok and Instagram realtors say, hey, rates are down. House prices going to the moon. Like, no, they won't. But there will be more activity, and house prices in some locations, if it's a great house, great location, there will be a tiny increase. We've already experienced it. More house sales in October and November, definitely more, right across Canada, and slightly higher prices. So that will be the outcome. Look, don't be mad at it. because some places will continue to drift down. Like this stuff that's going on in the far edges of Ontario or deep into the Fraser Valley in British Columbia, they will still suffer price reduction. That's still going to happen. But people want to buy, and sometimes people have to sell. Like I've always said it on this program, on this channel. Sometimes the homeowner dies. Sometimes the homeowners get divorced. Sometimes they have to move for a new job. Things happen. Or they downsize because they aged out. So sometimes people need to sell. And sometimes there'll be people who want to buy. That's the whole real estate business. And lower rates that start with a 3, even though they're variable rates, yeah, they're going to create a bit more activity. So that's the view. Wild card. What's the wild card? Wild card is a simple one. Excuse me. The wild card's a recession. How bad will the Canadian economy get? We're not sure yet. Looking bad. Looking real bad. Like I think there's a recession going to come. Big time. Bigly. Excuse me. We'll use Trump language. Bigly recession. But it ain't quite here yet. And again, it's regional. Things in Quebec and Alberta might be better than certainly in Ontario. Ontario's feeling it right now. Unemployment's up to 7.6. So it will be different across Canada. But if it's in the severely affected areas, people don't buy brand new homes. Or they don't buy resale homes if they're worried about their jobs. This is just reality. So it's a mixed bag, but there is no question that for some regions and some house types of homes, a rate that starts with a 3 is going to encourage some more activity. What happens to the prices and what happens in the teeth of a bad recession, we're going to find out.